Hey there, this is the One Boom, and today we're going to be talking about the Scout specialty and why I think you should be using it because it is heavily underrated. A lot of people that have noticed how powerful it is are already asking for it to be nerfed, but seeing how this requires you to blend red and blue perks together and really doesn't do anything that crazy, I actually don't mind it. So I don't know. I think some people want everything that could be potentially useful nerfed, and those people should be ignored because here's what the Scout specialty does. After getting a bullet kill, you are blocked off the enemy minimap for 5 seconds. Yeah, pretty scary, right? Pretty overpowered. This basically works as a suppressor alternative. If you fire an unsuppressed weapon, or a suppressed weapon, doesn't matter, and you end up getting a kill, it will push you off the minimap. Meaning that, let's say there's a UAV up and you get a kill with a suppressed gun, the UAV won't see you for the next 5 seconds because you got a kill. If you're using an unsuppressed weapon, you'll appear on the minimap while firing your gun, but the moment you get an enemy kill, you're going to disappear off the minimap. This also resets after every kill, so you can keep chaining kills together and stay off the minimap permanently. It's not a big deal. And if you're using this to hide from UAVs, it's just as basically as good as the ghost perk, but only when killing people. And if you're using this to replace a suppressor, it is only going to work when you're killing people. Again, unlike a suppressor that works even when you miss, you still appear on the minimap while firing your weapon. And if you're not using that suppressor, you are going to be making a lot more noise. You're going to have more visual vapor trails. So no, this is not overpowered, but there is a strategy that this can be employed with that's very, very strong. I'm going to share with you guys a class as well as a tactic. And I think we'll start with the tactic first and then finish off with the class. So one of the things I learned from playing with the exclusive Ace back in the day when him and I used to play together, I know, name drop for clout, whatever. I used to play with him and he used to run unsuppressed weapons while also still running Ghost. And I asked him why once, like, why do you do that? You're still appearing on the minimap when you fire your gun. Why don't you combine it with a suppressor? And his reasoning was he wanted to control when he appeared on the minimap, because appearing on the minimap isn't always a detriment. The right positioning against an enemy can create a non-starter situation. Having the right angle, being at the right choke point, using the right head glitch spot can just net you a lot of kills in COD. Positioning almost always beats movement in, like, I would say more than half of your engagements. So being a little beacon on the minimap that says, hey enemies, come run towards this, it's not the worst idea in the world. This strengthens that playstyle a lot. Like, whoever is working at Treyarch knows ball if they included this, because this is a thing that pub stompers and pro players have been using for a while to get a lot of high kills in pubs. And honestly, in competitive as well, utilizing the minimap both to your advantage when you see the enemies on it and to your advantage when they see you on it is some like high mind game heady shit that a lot of people don't play with. This, I think, is going to change that for a lot of new COD fans or COD fans that haven't really adapted this playstyle, because this is based around that playstyle of you fire, let's say, an automatic assault rifle or SMG, you appear on the minimap, you get your kill, you're blocked off the minimap. The enemies know where you were when you got the kill, like the last second before you got the kill, but you've already moved. You've already had 5 seconds to move. Now, if you have good map knowledge, if you have good game sense, you can hug a head glitch or power position, some sort of anchor spot or choke point, and you can control the engagements as the enemies come towards you. But we want to really utilize this. So how would we make a class to utilize a playstyle of luring enemies in, but then cutting off their information, giving them less precise location data, and then taking them out when they least expect it? It's also important to mention that this game has a really powerful attachment I just made an entire video on. It will be linked at the end of this video. It is the muzzle brake that helps you with your kick reset speed. This makes your guns crazy more consistent, but of course you can't run a suppressor with it. So one of the other advantages of using Scout is that you don't have to suppress your gun. You can use the game's most powerful muzzle attachment, which is the kick reset speed muzzle, and still maintain stealth capabilities. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and make a class. And in my opinion, it's a pretty big brain class, so listen up. So we're starting here with the MXR17, and we have the kick reset speed muzzle brake, because this will allow us to get perfect consistent recoil every time, and the first shot recoil on this gun is a little high, so it's a good choice. We have this grip for horizontal recoil control, flip mags for faster reload, so we can always make sure we have our full 25 rounds after a gunfight. Then we have aim down sight speed increases and increases to our recoil control, both horizontal and vertical. Not the most mobile thing, but it's very effective. Let's talk about why. Pistol, in this case, doesn't matter. You could have a launcher even, doesn't matter to me. We're going to use the assault pack with lucky ammo, because using the assault pack with lucky ammo is going to keep you stocked up on stim shots and ammo. And of course, lucky ammo gives you bonus score on kills. Stim shot, we're going to use combat performance boost, because that allows you to move crazy fast when you are stimming. It is a huge movement speed bonus, meaning when you take damage and you use stim to heal up, you also get bonus movement speed to get away from the engagement, which is pretty awesome. Then we're going to use Ninja, so nobody can hear our footsteps. That's always good. It allows you to enter buildings and do flanks without being immediately spotted. We're going to run Vigilance, because this gives us an increased minimap area. We get a HUD icon when we're on the minimap, so that's always good to know. And then we also are immune to CUAV and Scrambler, which means when we're on a high streak and enemies call in a CUAV, we're not immediately devoid of all situational awareness, and we can still read that minimap. Then we're going to equip Looper, so we can re-roll our score streaks over and over again, and we'll get more into that when it comes to the gameplay loop. And Lethal, I just want to tell you guys, the C4 with C-Link detonator, this allows you to detonate faster without the clacker. This is actually really fun. I just want to encourage you guys to use that for fun. Another alteration we can do is we can use Perk Greed and equip Tracker. This will give us the general direction of our next nearest enemy on the minimap. Coupling that with Vigilance is really strong, meaning you can never get CUAV'd, and you get more minimap indications of nearby enemies every time you get a kill, and then every time you get that kill, you're going to stay off the minimap because we have the Scout combat specialty. It's flawless gameplay loop. You get a kill, you get to see where the next enemy is, and then you also get completely taken off the minimap. It's really, really effective. For our score streaks, we have a bit of fun here. We're going to use the Scout Pulse because we get this every 250 score, and then we're going to use Hand Cannon because hand cannons use bullets, and every bullet kill is going to take us off the minimap, and this thing kills in one shot. And the score you get with kills with the hand cannon goes to your next streak. So then we have the Hailstorm here. We get a hand cannon kill, and we immediately get a Hailstorm. So basically, you get a Scout Pulse, you have a class that is high in survivability, you have the Assault Pack that gives you bonus score, so it's pretty easy to get that Scout Pulse, get that information. You can't be CUAV'd because you have Vigilance. You get up to the hand cannon, 800 score. Not the hardest thing in the world. If you're stressed about it, don't be. It's not that hard. If you're scared that you're not going to get it, maybe use UAV so you can get the UAV assist to help you out with it. But once you get the hand cannon, kills with the hand cannon are going to take you off the minimap. Getting a hand cannon kill works with the Scout specialty. You'll appear on the minimap as you fire, but the moment that bullet connects to somebody, you're hidden off the minimap for the next 5 seconds. So you can basically use the hand cannon in close range engagements, keep blowing people away and staying off the minimap because it's going to reset every time you get that kill. And then the Hailstorm is what you're going to get for doing this. You get a Hailstorm for that first hand cannon kill, you call in your Hailstorm Strike, and that Hailstorm Strike can get you enough score to get you close to your next UAV because you have Looper, and you can just keep going from there. The only downside is that you can't earn another hand cannon while equipped with a hand cannon, so that kind of sucks. But overall, I thought this would be a really cool and interesting combination, and I thought I'd share it with you guys in this video. If you give it a try and you like it, let me know in the comment section below. And that's gonna do it for this video. The Scout specialty is really powerful, and that class is a lot of fun, so give it a try. Let me know what you think down below. And now on screen, there should be a video about the random stupid recoil patterns in Black Ops 7 and how to counter them. So go ahead and click that video, click the like button, subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and hit the bell icon to get notified when I live stream. I'll see you when I see you guys.